Do the damn thing.
Do the damn thing.
Oh, shit. I gotta switch this over. Well, hopefully this works.
Let's see you on Instagram. Right? Let me see what you got going on the gram. Graham Geezy.
I never said that.
Ooh, look at this. Wait, he missed the food. Hold on, not my feed. Fuck, it's gone. Oh, but not that. It was a food. It was a food.
Help.
I think I sent it to you anyway.
Hey, I'm just keep making it look like we're in two different studios right now. Look, Fox.
It don't look like that on Instagram. We can zoom in a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't see it yet.
I got a lag on Instagram.
I know. I'm waiting for it. We gotta get up close to them grays. Yes. I'm out to shoot, so you wanna turn it over?
All right, should be good. Say something to the mic.
Something to the mic.
That'll work. That will work.
Instagram, okay. We need the primary focus in there. Oops. It's a lot of space right there.
You want to bring it over to him?
You could, but it doesn't matter. I mean, let's see.
Nah, you wouldn't say nothing if it ain't matter.
Look back at it.
I don't need to be in the feed for all I care.
No, you in the feed, baby.
They here for you.
Nobody here for me.
They came here for you.
Oh.
Want to record a podcast today? What's up? You gang?
I'm gang.
All right.
Gang, man. Do it. Do it. I freeze. And let baby do it. Do it.
You know we live right now, right? Everybody getting all of these shenanigans. All right. So, ready to rock? Cool.
I'm ready. My agua. Put my agua out the way. To the real drinks. Cheers. Love it. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hello. Biting on me. I wonder if they can hear. Can they hear our song, our theme song?
Yeah.
We should have played the Golden Girls theme song.
Welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend. And with me, as always, is the ever enigmatic Call Girl 6, a.k.a. Fox.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you who are listening, who will be watching, who will be listening, and who will be watching. So I wish you the best, truly, change and prosperity. And for those of you who don't deserve it, then you get what you deserve.
I ain't wishing y'all a happy New Year. I'm wishing you the year that you deserve. So whatever you decide, whatever that the universe decide that you deserve out of this year, may the odds forever be in your favor.
Well, let's wish the universe a happy New Year. The universe will be happy. It'll be karma will be satisfied.
The universe ain't happy nor sad. The universe just is. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Hey, to our Instagram viewer, how are you? What is that? Trade Solutions.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see you. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Hey, Deanna. So
Oh, I got
you
blurry.
want to go ahead and get the sad news out first?
I got blurry on a thing there. Yeah, so it is the new year, and I don't know, I feel pretty good. How do you feel coming into this year? You feel meh? Why you getting
I
up?
feel the same way I felt in December.
And this, you feel the same way? Well, it's so funny because during the time we were watching the fireworks and everything, I don't know. I just felt this wave of like happy. I don't know because I was watching the fireworks, but it was a time when I moved away from that and I just felt like a little happy wave. So I don't know if that's the energy of all the hopeful people in the world that was kind of spreading through me. You know how I pick up on people's vibes and shits that they got going on. So
I'm feeling a little judged right now. Feeling these vibes. I don't know, man. To me, it's like I don't know. I'll be with my 10-4
hey,
hat
Deanna.
on, so I be feeling like time is an illusion, right? It's like
definitely time.
And we both grew up in religions that was based off the lunar calendar anyway. And it's kind of crazy when you sit here and like one thing that always like thrown me off since I was a kid. They always told me like this ain't the real New Year.
Right, that's correct.
It's off the solar calendar, and it makes sense because it's like ain't nothing growing right now. Like what? Like this isn't life and abundance and everything. It's like, and I grew up north, so it's like this is freezing your balls off concrete jungle weather right now back home. So.
Weather was pretty good when we went 2 weeks ago. Hopefully, it didn't change that much.
2 weeks ago, where?
When we went to Jersey.
2 weeks ago?
Babe, it was 2 weeks ago. My birthday was on the 14th.
Yeah, you talking about last year shit. Talking about old shit.
Oh, my God. Really?
Talking about old
my
shit.
birthday on the 14th of December, y'all.
Get behind me, Satan.
That
Get
was
behind
just 2
me.
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Oh, that was over 14 days
Oh,
outside 2 week realm. I don't even recall this.
Anyway.
And then we was back home before your birthday.
We was home a night before my birthday.
That was like 30 weeks ago.
Anyway.
That was a fortnight ago. It's a fortnight ago. That's how long it was. Over a fortnight, because I think a fortnight actually like 2 weeks.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, wild things we got to start the year off with is the sadness.
Okay, so we're not talking about sadness right now. We're going to talk about our new year. So, So for me, I wrote a Facebook post on my Facebook feed, and it was basically talking about, what you're going to do, how you're going to let things go or whatever. And for those that, I don't know, I don't really have faith in a lot of people who, they always have these little posts on Facebook and they say, hey, none of this going to be accepted in 2022 and clapping and doing all this foolishness.
So why you accept it on December 30th?
Right.
Why did you accept it on December 15th? Why did you accept it on December 1st? It's like, what? It is nothing chronological about the date that's just about to be like, you know what? My chin's stronger now. I ain't taking these punches. This is when you put your foot down?
Right. I think it's the fact of them hearing or them seeing themselves say it makes them feel a little bit more empowered.
What I think it is.
Okay, I can do this.
What I think it is.
They don't believe their damn self, I don't think.
No, because what I think it is people just have this like hope and this wish that it's like, well, it's a new year and something hopefully is going to happen. And like my boy Jim Wenzel say, hope is not a fucking ops plan. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You can sit there and hope like, oh, well, I hope that something in the cosmic universe is going to happen. A Silver Surfer going to come down and give me abs and this, that, and the third. And it's like, nah.
The Silver Surfer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It ain't.
What is? I need some.
That's
I need
what
a few abs.
But that's what I'm saying is like people just think like, well, I ain't had a discipline to do it. I damn sure didn't have a discipline. I probably ain't had a motivation for it. But now what I'm just hoping is that something magical is going to happen. It's kind of like the lottery. Like, I can't get my finances together. So instead of me like making more money, spending less money, and making my money work for me, you know what I'm hopeful? I'm hoping this lottery ticket pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we all kind of like, it's like the get rich quick schemes. You know, the people who get the email from the Nigerian prince.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The people get the one from the supermodel or the rapper or something that hit you in your DMs and say, "Yo, send me $50."
I had J. Cole hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
yeah. He spelled Cole with a D.
Right.
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Frosty.
What's up? I was like, no, I'm good. I love my babe. It was like, so you turning me down?
Yes,
I am turning you
down. Let it
have
been the real J. Cole. Let it have been the real J. Cole. I would have been over there.
I'm like, babe.
I would have been over there like, I would have been just like that J. Cole song. Bitch. Like he was saying on there, hey, you got to say it with a little bit. That's what I'm saying for the rest of the song. But yeah, so I think what happens is people just think that something magical going to happen. And it's just hope, because that's one of the things that keep us like, what we are as human beings is just like, it's hope, right? Like we always hoping for something. We hoping for this. We hoping for that. And I think that's what people think when that new year come around. It's like, well, I hope that somehow something's going to happen that I don't understand, because there's so many things that I don't understand that they just thinking like something's going to happen, because I deserve it, because I think I deserve it, not because I have any matrix to prove that I deserve it, but just because I've been told that the world should be fair and everybody should get this and everybody should get that, and I'm not earning shit.
Right.
But I'm just amazingly magically just gonna have some shit happen, and I think that's what people put their faith in, like a bunch of the like New Year's stuff, because it's like, what happened on November 31st that didn't happen before you knew? Like, I could kind of
30 days later.
Yeah, it's like you over 30, like, man, I'm 35 pounds overweight. I bet you was at least 30 in the beginning of December.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have put another 5 on this month, but you was probably 30 at the beginning of December. It's like, well, I'm going to change my finances. It's like, your credit score was 12 last year.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But, so kudos for trying and for having that mindset again to do what's more positive for yourself.
I'm not against the New Year's resolution so much. It's not that I'm against them. It's the fact that it's a hope with no plan. It's not a plan. If people were think about this. I put my Facebook post was, how many people made a New Year's resolution? Excuse me. How many people made a New Year's resolution and already called a redo or a mulligan on that shit already because of shitty decisions that they made on December 31st? So like, on the 1st, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run a 5K. Well, you ain't stopped drinking until 3 o'clock in the morning on the 1st. Bro, your liver is not ready for your first 5K ever. You ain't ran nothing but your mouth and jumped to conclusions for 365 days for exercise.
And they rode a J. They ain't
And now you about to, oh yeah, let me go ahead and get a half marathon. And half marathon, or what? You ain't gonna walk a half marathon. Like, cut it out. Everything is work, man. And I think the sad part about it is that we spend so much time ignoring things, self-medicating, fucking things up, eating however we do, spending however we do, and then we just automatically think like, oh, well, I didn't do any of this shit, and I don't like this about myself, and I didn't do any work, but hopefully I can instantly make this go away. It's like putting on weight. You don't put on weight overnight. No. I mean, you do put on weight, but you don't put on, like, the people on my 600-pound life.
When I look at ice cream, when I look at ice cream, not an ice cream, ice cream. Okay, I gained 5 pounds, so I don't do ice cream. I bought some today, but I ain't eating it. It's for the kids.
You already gained 5 pounds. You looked at it.
No, it has to be in the bowl, though. It has to be in the bowl.
That's why you eat out the tub. You just get keep it moving.
But it's true. Somebody said, head down, hard work, have pride in your self-worth.
Yeah, that's Kevin Malin. Yeah. It's like have pride in your self-worth, right? And I mean, a lot of people just want something crazy to happen. It's like, and then people take like this. They become a caricature of themselves, right? Where they've had this idea, they have this mindset where they just like, oh, well, now I got the superpower. You know what I mean? It's like you know what it remind me of? Space Jam. Original Space Jam, where they had Michael Jordan's secret stuff. Yeah. And they're like, oh, Michael Jordan's secret stuff.
Let me get it. And all of a sudden they turn and twist it.
And now they over here like, I got all of this shit going for me. I'm doing this and that. I'm popping in the streets. I'm this and that. And it's like, bro, all it was you just got a little motivation. Now, if you put some discipline with it, you cash money. Yeah. But like right now, I don't want to go to the gym till March. I will continue to run outside and do calisthenics until March, because right now everybody in the gym. It's some girl right now who is on the leg press. She's on the leg press right now doing hack squats. Yeah. It's people on the squat rack doing bench. On the bench rack doing squat. It's just a complete mess. People sliding the bench over from the flat bench over to the damn Smith machine. It's a mess in the gym right now. I want no parts of it. I'm good. I could do without it. I just go out here and just run these sneakers to death until about March, and then I get back in there and start lifting. Because, I mean, people don't went in there, it's like no motivation. They coming in there, and then you got the crazy gym heads that's been in there all the time that's religious.
Yeah.
And they thrashing people.
People focus on, the whole New Year thing. I think, me personally, I believe as though your New Year is not the calendar New Year. Your New Year is your birth date. That's your New Year. That's your personal New Year. So I think that if you're going to do all these things and based on whatever calendar, do it based on your New Year. Then if you feel like you just have to start over when the year starts over, do it when your year starts over.
Or whenever you put on that outfit you thought you looked cute in, or that one that curved your body good to make your biceps pop and that shit don't look good, that's your New Year. Feel free to get off your ass then.
Get off.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
People been literally unbuttoning and trying to put loosen up their belt, do whatever, borrow, beg, and steal. It's like we got to get better than that. Like we have to get to a point where we're just gonna get better than that and be like, oh,
Mhm.
well, we need to do there's certain things we need to do. Like we need to do better throughout the year. Like when you see a problem, do something about it. That's great. Like imagine if your house dirty and you like when the new year come in, I'ma clean this house. That's probably what hoarders say.
Yeah.
Like hoarders is legitimately probably sitting somewhere like, hey, the new year come, I'ma get rid of this record player from the 40s or something. Like no, like you probably not gonna do it if we're being honest. So it is what it is though.
Yeah. So I hope whatever it is that y'all New Year's resolutions are, or I think that people don't embrace change enough.
What you mean?
We don't embrace change. We think that, or we feel a certain change within ourselves. We know like decisions that we need to make, and we choose to just ignore it. We choose to ignore it, and or we choose to feel as though, well, maybe it's not really saying this. No, I think that those things you need to pay attention to, and then change those things. Develop a plan to change. It's easy to say, okay, yeah, you need to change it, but develop a plan of action in order to change those things. Because I think that either way, the universe is going to do it for you. Now, if the universe have to do it for you, you're going to be asked out of luck because you ain't going to have no choice in the matter at that time. So it's giving you all these different signals and things like that to move forward, to change a certain thing within yourself or surroundings. And if you ignore those things, it's going to happen for you. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing. But
Yeah.
change is always good, though, for me, in my opinion. We may not want to let go of certain things or certain people, and or maybe we think that it's whatever the change could be, it's going to be bad, but it's really not. It's
I
really
think
not.
change
Perspective change as well.
I think the thing about change is that regardless of what you're doing, you get comfortable with it. That's how people like.
The complacency.
That's why, complacency. That's why people go to jail and then keep going back to jail. That's why people stick to whatever they doing in their abusive relationships, then whatever, and they'll stick to it because like it's the devil I do know versus the devil I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, people gonna do that, and they don't embrace change because change is uncomfortable. Don't nobody want to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
We buy clothes to fit comfortable. We buy beds
Yeah.
to fit comfortable. We make money so we can live comfortable, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
being uncomfortable is being comfortable with being uncomfortable, even though it sounds like an oxymoron, is a hell of a skill set.
Yeah. How do we do that though? How do we embrace that change?
I mean, it's a bunch of dudes who done wrote 1 billion books about it. I mean, realistically, it's
who's gonna read? Who's gonna be reading at this day and age? Nobody wants to read. Everybody is lazy. I don't like reading.
so you just put that shit on everybody just now. Who the hell gonna read?
Do we read?
We got audio books
Do
and
we
movies, and y'all out here reading this shit.
Let me stop. I'm just deflecting, guys. That's not y'all problem. Y'all probably love reading.
I ain't reading shit. I ain't read that sign. That's why I got the ticket. I ain't reading shit.
That's my problem. Okay, I don't. If it's not something that's like spiritual based or something that I feel like, oh God, I gotta know. I'm not gonna be reading.
Hey,
Kev
said join the military, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Terrible advice, Kev. Terrible advice. I'm going to tell you, I got 18 and a half years of being uncomfortable, and I don't feel any more comfortable about it.
Right.
No, don't. Go do something else. Actually, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea if to have people do, like, a lot of countries do like 2 or 3 years of service. People got to do, adult men at least, got to do 2 or 3 years of service. And, I ain't saying it's the greatest idea. But shit, what we doing right now ain't the greatest idea either, man. Maybe we need to go ahead and run that one. Let people know about something being bigger than themselves and their individuality really don't care. I mean, it really don't matter as much.
I mean, change. Here we go. Change.
Change.
You never know.
Like, I feel like ain't no grown man who ain't never been. And also another thing about the military, I don't think people should be allowed in the military unless they've been punched in the face by a grown man.
What? Something about military? Oh, well, I've been. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
not
mind.
me. Not me.
No, not you.
Because, I would have killed it.
Go back to podcast 3.
I think that nobody should be able to join the military unless they get punched in the face by a grown man. Like, I feel like
absolutely. You got co-signers in the building.
Yeah, I feel like, because you think about this. At the end of the day, our job in the military is to lower the census of some shit third world country, but to make some people rich. So, regardless, right? Either we believe we fighting for freedom, we could believe we fighting for whatever. I'm fighting for the dude next to me, and that's what most dudes going to tell you when they've been in combat is like, I'm fighting for the man next to me, right? Unfortunately, we all here. It's a shit situation, but I'm going to make sure me and my team make it home, right? So that shit lets you know that, like, you You need to be a part of something bigger, right? Like a team aspect and stuff like that. And that would be the dope part about having people join the military.
You
but
said line them up, knock them down.
up.
I don't know,
Line 'em
but
up.
that's not what y'all say probably. I just made my, because that's what I used to say.
Yeah, you read that somewhere?
Nah, this is something I used to say. If somebody was on this chat, they would know exactly what I'm talking about. I'd be laughing their ass off, but
Yeah, and
all
and
good.
I think one of the beautiful things that like you learn in the military is that the military gets rid of, like, there's a lot of ignorance in the military. Don't get me wrong, because it ain't exactly Elon Musk signing up to go work infantry, right? You ain't gonna see Elon Musk in first infantry, but what you do get to learn, one of the beautiful things you get to learn in the military is that you get stuck with people that you would normally never be with. So you have to find some common ground where it's like, all right, boom, you take me from up north, and then you get some redneck from the south. Then you get some Asian kid from the West Coast or something. You get some Indian kid from wherever, right? And then we don't got no choice but to eventually like start figuring out and finding common ground. So it makes things a little easier for us in that melting pot, and it's all a great experience. This has nothing to do with New Year's, how we just went off on a tangent. You're supposed to be reeling me back in, but
I know, no, but it's right. I mean, you just gotta let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about New Year and changes that needs to be made.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat talking about join the military, join America's military. I don't know about all that, but and that's how you went off on a tangent about.
I tell you what, you can say what you want about the military. If you ever seen Iraq, if you ever seen anybody in Iraq or Afghanistan do jumping jacks, you will understand why we are the world's greatest military by far. All you gotta do is look up a video of Iraqi jumping jacks, and you will see. You might see me in the video actually laughing to the point that I threw up an MRE or somebody else. Plenty of people, but we are, regardless of what you say, we the baddest motherfuckers on the planet.
All right, look. Yeah, maybe so. Now back to your sadness.
Back to back World War champs.
You've been trying to allude to.
They got Betty 2020. They
got
got Betty White up out of here. 2021. You motherfucker. 2021 hit a buzzer beater. Everybody was thinking like, man, 2021 over. You could tell that people was afraid and they believe in this New Year shit. Because what, you ain't hear all of that New Year, New Me shit. Because everybody who said New Year, New Me, COVID came in and got their ass slam on the unemployment line. Like, ain't nobody, you ain't hear none of that. You know, usually it's New Year, New Me, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. You see the girl, you always see the girl stepping on bad relationships, all of this stuff. I'm stepping away from all of this. I ain't dealing with this. Blase, blase, blah. Okay, cool story. And then, guess what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The next year comes in and busts your ass. 2022 is going to come in here and say, hold my beer. But 2021 said, let me hit this buzzer beater. Called Kobe. Put a hand up. Kobe, get Betty White ass up out of here.
That's sad. I was sad.
Betty White
She was the last one left, the golden girl.
Yo, they had a picture of like the Mortal Kombat chambers, and it had like John Madden and Betty White, and then it had Morgan Freeman passing them. Like, ooh. Because I said somebody better check on Morgan Freeman. You know Morgan Freeman been old since we was born.
Yeah, but
Morgan Freeman was about 70 on when I was born. Like,
when is Morgan Freeman born, guys? Nobody knows.
They don't got real records from
Google.
back then.
Nobody don't got real records.
They got real records. You look at a young Morgan Freeman look like
Moses?
Denzel right now.
Was he Moses?
He might be.
Might be Moses.
Literally, he's the voice of God in like 3 movies.
In a lot of movies, he's the voice
Morgan,
of God.
You hear that voice coming through?
He's the Discovery Channel guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that dude is the truth, man. And Morgan Freeman, he been old forever. Like, think about when you think about Denzel, you could think about some shit you seen from the 80s, and you was like, Denzel was young, debonair, this and that. Morgan Freeman been old. I only know Morgan Freeman is old. Like, if somebody showed me a picture of Morgan Freeman at 18, he probably looked like Benjamin Button.
Hair.
Yeah, he was born with gray hair. He probably talked like that when he was a baby. Mama, like, Mama, get in here and give me some damn milk.
June 1st. Oh, that's my dad's birthday. Wow.
June 1937.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of wars, bro.
Shoot.
I mean, you look at that picture of him right there. He looked like he was part of the Slapaho tribe in that picture.
Oh my God.
Morgan Freeman put his hands on somebody.
Oh my God, he looked pretty. Yeah, he looked pretty.
Yeah, it looked like he might have. Hey, I done told you once.
He wasn't with the foolishness.
None of that. You used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why I was like, yo, we better check on Morgan Freeman, man. You think about how old Betty White is. She would have been 100, like what,
January 17th.
17th or 27th, you said?
17.
January 17th, she would have been 100 years old. Now, you think about, like, how crazy that shit is. 100 years ago. 100 years ago. So
Century
you go back.
old.
1921.
Look, we trying to give Betty that 100 because somebody was in there on the social media talking about, well, it takes 9 months. It actually was 100 because it takes 9 months to have a baby. So technically,
Get him out of
she
here,
already
Coach.
hit that 100.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here, Coach. Ain't happening.
She was 100 in spirit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna be 100 in spirit too, because when I die at like 70 something, I'm sure them other 25 years already.
70.
Okay, 80. Can I die at 80? 90?
99. Then we can
I
go.
got these Betty White numbers. Betty White eating better than me, so I'm gonna live with
99.
that.
You don't know what Betty White was.
A G. Fucking G. Old ass giving people the
You know,
business.
somebody had asked her one time, well, how did she live so long, whatever. Laughing and looking.
Shit, I might make it to 99 then, boy.
We might make it.
Hey.
We might make it, you know?
Hey, we out here.
Sure, that's what's up. We might make it, guys.
Have y'all seen the movie with Morgan Freeman playing the pimp?
Oh, no.
How did I miss this?
Run that title. Jeff, run that
Jeff,
title.
comment section now.
Now.
Report to the
Okay,
comment
that's what I
section,
say,
sir.
report.
Report to the comment
You know,
section.
this
Morgan
might be
Freeman
it right
playing
here,
the-
this picture
He
of
looking
him.
real
Look,
pimpish right now.
yes.
He looking like a whole lot like Julian, Return of the
Oh,
Mac
my
out
God,
here.
Please, you're not allowed to say Julian.
So anyway, Betty White about
I
it.
let people know.
Betty White.
So, anyway, yes, Betty White is gone, guys. That's crazy.
So we got to protect Morgan Freeman.
Oh, wait. First of all, let me just rant a bit. Somebody was talking about how, it needs to be like a national holiday, January 17th. Sorry, that's been
I think
taken.
we already got something on January
That's been
17th.
taken, Karen.
Yeah.
That has been taken.
We just gonna act like Dr. King ain't shit now.
Right. We just gonna be like, hey, fuck King. Let's put Betty White in.
Yeah.
Like, what?
We're getting rid of critical
That's
race theory,
already
so let's
been
get that
taken
out
this
of here
year.
too. Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll get that.
That was
How about we give her New Year's Eve?
Give a New Year's Eve.
Give her New Year's. It could be
Do
Betty
that.
like that. There you go.
There you go.
I'm dope. I'm good with it. She can have that.
It's just
But-
crazy how you 99 years old. You've seen so much. You've seen the worst, the best, the in the
Streetwise is what
middle,
they said it is.
all of that in the okay, Streetwise. All right,
We're gonna check
we're
it.
gonna check it out
Yeah.
tonight. Matter of fact,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's wild.
this
It's like think
country.
about this. Is like so he was born. So he was born in 1937.
Uh-huh.
He only 84. So you
Yeah.
got to think Betty White was born what? So in
22?
in 1920.
22. She's born in
21,
22.
right? Wouldn't it be 21?
She
Am I
didn't get
tripping?
100 yet.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
tripping. She was born in 22.
Yeah, you're right. Whatever. She old as hell. But
I
you
just
got-
like to say,
22.
you've been down my math skills lately. Okay, give me my props. Okay,
Yeah, you got a degree in science.
pop my collars. Anyway, he usually smart. He usually the smarter and the smarter one in math. But I've been getting his ass lately. Yeah, but she's
Anyway.
seen the best and worst of this country, and it's crazy to live to outlive probably all her family or majority of her family, who came with her, who was growing up with her. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because life is a blessing, but when you see everybody die, like put my grandmother for
Oh
instance.
yeah, your great grandmother.
My great
First of
grandmother.
all,
Everybody who know my grandmother, that's who actually my great grandmother. So when you think about it in the big scheme of things, my grandmother had 3 kids, buried all of them. Then she buried most of her grandkids. She already burying great grandkids in my generation.
yeah,
She's still here kicking it.
yeah.
That's the one. If you go to my Facebook on
That's who
my
punching.
background photo, the one who checking my chin, that's Nana, OG.
Yeah, she is.
But you gotta think about you done seen this stuff. So it's like you come around like roaring 20s, depression area type time when you come into the world, and it's like you done seen World War II.
Yeah,
You done seen Vietnam, Korea. You done seen Desert Storm. You done seen Operation Iraq Enduring Freedom. All of these. So I mean Afghanistan. You done seen all of these wars, all of these times, all of these differences. You done seen before women could vote.
Yep.
So women can vote. You done seen like
All these different
women wasn't even
transitions
work.
in
All these
society.
transitions in life where it's like how much of that is just too much to take
Right.
in. Like Betty White rolled a TV into her house and was shitting on the neighbors when TVs was popping. Like you know what I mean? Betty White Betty White went from not a television and televisions aren't in houses to being on the internet to
Right.
memes and videos of
To
Betty
see
White
all
on the
of this just
internet.
have to be like so. It had to have been so surreal to her. Like, oh my
yeah,
god.
you sitting there
what?
looking, you're like, imagine not
We
knowing
had
how
rotaries.
radio work.
Yeah.
Back then, you like radio waves. That's crazy. And now Betty White got a damn Wi-Fi password. Like it's
Yeah.
wild to think about. you make that
the transition.
You think about that transition, you get to see so much and so much change, and
it
it's
was
just
a
like
wave. You right,
Yeah.
Jeff. You right, definitely. So our relatives, those who are living past their 90s, like, oh my God, they all are waves. They all are just like, oh my God. Could you imagine what they've seen? It's so important for us to get with them, talk with them, get our history, knowledge, like pick their brains while they still have, the cognizance and everything to tell you what you need to know for this life to live that long. Like, God,
that's one of the things that I wish I did more. Like, so Nana, her mother lived to be 108, and her aunt lived to be 109, right? So it's just crazy when you sit there and think like, damn, y'all live so long. You know what I mean? Like, for so long, y'all been at it. Y'all been doing it and shit like that. And it's just crazy to think, like, you done seen everything. Like, her mother, 1890s, it's like, you know what I mean? She was born in 1890s. It's like 1890s that she was around here rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was around here when cars wasn't popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you was around here literally through so much now, and to just see how much the world changed, I feel like it would just be so much. That would like be in our era. Like, if they got to a point of doing time travel or something like that, when we like 78, it'd be like, that's what it'd be like.
World? I've been waiting for this all long. I can't even take part.
Like the amount, like if you think about how fast that evolution was of going from like, we went from horseback to like, you know what I'm saying? You went from people was still riding horses on the regular. Like, there was cars, don't get me wrong, but some people was riding seeing a horse wasn't out of the ordinary, like it would be today when you would just be on the main street, be like walking horseback, this and that, to
automobile,
to now you seeing Elon Musk just throwing shit in space just because he could do it. Like,
flying cars coming.
You went through the Cold War when people didn't know. You saw what's it called? War of the Worlds came on the radio. And when people didn't know that shit was a radio show, like women was leaving their husbands was leaving their wives, kids was going all over the place. People was throwing their whole lives to the wind because they thought the world was over a radio show.
Yeah, radio show.
You know what I mean? To think how wild it was, and then you come all the way like 180 to where we at now with technology, and then it's just gonna keep going. It'll be just like us seeing flying cars and time travel in our lifetime to be like, damn. You remember when we was out there with the carburetors on cars and stuff like that? Like, damn, this is crazy. You know what I mean? We was out here with 2-stroke dirt bikes and this and that.
Now we got cars that can drive itself.
Yeah, we got cars that can drive itself now.
Mode. I like my little Elantra, my 2021.
That thing keeps you in between the lines.
In between the lines, you get your ass over.
Yeah, because you be out there driving by Braille and shit. Get up, too far. Out there driving by Braille.
It turned it by itself. It go right where I need to go.
Consider taking a break. That shit don't say.
Yeah, my
you
car
be driving for like 5 minutes.
Consider taking a break. I'm like, what? I just got in it. I just drove 5 miles.
We get on the road trip. I drive 8 hours straight. Car don't say nothing. Fox drive for 30 minutes. Turn the car off, get some gas, this and that, reset all the computers, get in there, Fox in there, 30 minutes. Car like, consider taking a break. Got a little coffee cup down there. Consider taking a break. Why aren't you going to pump your brakes, sweetheart? You're doing a lot right now. You're doing a lot.
Maybe I was a distracted driver. In the military, what you mean, Jeff, in the military?
So I don't know if he was saying that she's in the military, because I don't think that. But I think what he's saying is like how much things have changed for us in the military in the amount of time that we've been in, because it's like, you literally could tell how old somebody been in when they show you like boot camp pictures and they like 5 uniforms back. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Because we changed uniforms like every 4-5 years, it seemed like. So it's like when you see somebody boot camping and you see a dude like dungarees, it's like, oh damn, you been around for a while. You seeing with the utilities, it's like seeing somebody in jail that got like they number 2. We're like, damn, you been in here forever, huh? Like they just start this jail or something. Like, 86 numbers.
Hey, Ancient Young Soul, Sugar Mama, all y'all folks in the Instagram chat, what's up?
Oh, that's my cousin, Chris. But yeah, so I mean, so it's wild. It's wild to just look at that whole perspective of like how things change over time, and actually mind blowing. Yeah. But you want to
look to your elders, folks. Look to your
elders. Yeah, like while you got your elders and everything like that, while y'all making all these New Year's resolutions, why don't you go ahead and actually go call your mama, your grandmother, or grandfather, granddaddy, your daddy, whoever you got around. You need to go ahead and give them a call, because they ain't gonna be here forever. And all of that shit that you wondering about your family, like, well, it's such and such. As they get older, they stop caring. They stop caring about keeping them little dirty secrets. Where they be up to like,
they gonna tell it.
Hey, your mama was a hoe. Your daddy was the milkman. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Your daddy was out gallivanting through the streets.
Hey, gallivanting. Yeah, they gonna
That is
tell
out
it.
there gallivanting in the streets. You want to get in the can make this shit up, or you want to get in one of these other two?
No, we getting another two. We
I don't know.
good.
That can't make
How
this
y'all
shit up.
feeling in the chat? What's up? Tell me some of y'all resolutions out there. I can read them. I read them out here. If you don't want me to read them out here, say shut up. No, don't say that because y'all gonna get cussed out. But just say hey.
Yeah,
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, Fox. But I want to do this. Let me know what's up in the chat here.
All right, so
while he looking for that, I'm gonna tell you what my quote unquote resolution is. Where it was, my birthday just passed, so that's my resolution. That was my resolution time. So a part of that is I have a lot of communication issues, so and so that a resolution for me is to work a little bit harder than I have last year on that. I decided that on my birthday to do that in December, on December 14th. And see, I keep plugging in December 14th so y'all know it's going to be embedded in y'all brains. December 14th is the most special day of the year, next to y'all birthday, whatever that is. But anyway, so I want to do that. And I also decided to do something like take a different class. I don't care if I don't want to do it. I don't care if just something new every month, once a month, I'm going to be doing that. Just taking a class of something. I don't care if it's pottery.
Read.
I don't care if it's, I'm going to have to read. Somebody already, get me hooked up on what they're reading. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just these different classes or whatever it is. I don't care. I just want to do something every month to keep myself and my mind occupied. So that's my resolution.
Speaking of people not keeping their mind occupied, Antonio Brown of the Bucks.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He ain't the Tampa Bay Buccaneer no more. Was.
That's what my cousin was.
Sunday game versus the New York Jets in the third quarter. He said, fuck it, took off his uniform, threw his undershirt into the stands before leaving the field. In the middle of the Buccaneers' third quarter touchdown drive, he appeared frustrated on the sidelines. He pulled off his uniform and shoulder pads as Mike Evans tried to calm him down. Brown's meltdowns continued, and he took off his undershirt, gloves, throwing them into the crowd, sitting behind the Bucs bench. Before he left the field, the shirtless Brown stood in the Jets' end zone and waved his arms to pump up the crowd. On the broadcast, Fox sideline reporter Jen Hale reported security thought Brown was a shirtless fan, run onto the field and approached him before realizing it was Brown. So, I don't know.
He quit, in other words. He quit his team. They was losing at the time, 24-10 or something like that, but then they ended up winning the game. But he quit.
I don't think who they was playing had anything to do with it. So he was upset about something or they said with COVID protocol before. His outburst comes 2 weeks after Coach Arians said he was sticking with the wide receiver following Brown's 3-game suspension for submitting a fake vaccine card.
Yeah, so he submitted a fake vaccine card, guys. So what? I would do the same thing.
Y'all put people in that position. What you expect, man?
Right, what do you expect? You can't force them to do something and then, come on.
Hey. So the decision seemed to contradict the statement Arians made when the team signed Brown in 2020 that essentially said Tampa Bay had the former Pro Bowl on a one-strike policy. So the reason why they put him on a one-strike policy because the dude went to the Patriots. I think he played one game. He was signed for the Patriots, 1-year contract, played like one game. He was up out of there, right? Obviously, Brady is one of the reasons he went to Tampa Bay because obviously Brady played for the Patriots. And then before that, he was with the Raiders, I want to say. Yeah, he was with the Raiders, never played a game with them. And before that, he was with the Steelers, and he had a career with the Steelers. He's a great wide receiver. He just had a lot of – I honestly think he got CTE. Like, because I just don't think it's that much I don't give a fucking craziness going on. Like, he has actual issues, whether it's trauma or CTE, with CTE is trauma or what else he got going on. But he got some shit going on with him. Like,
it's
straight
possible,
like that.
But we'll never know. Only those around him.
I mean, we might know. It might be a whole book come out.
Maybe, yeah.
But he won't know.
Right now, we don't know what the reason for that is, for him just up and quitting. I'd imagine it's something to the, that something personal to where he's like, you know what? You don't want to XYZ, or you don't want to F it, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he just popped up out of the clear blue sky. The coach said he was trying to get him in twice.
If it was anybody else, I would possibly think that. But Antonio Brown, he got like a history. You know what I mean? Like you give like the benefit of the doubt of you giving him that is like because you don't know Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But when you have a dude who done like it's always some drama, some bullshit following him. So it's kind of like I don't know. Like I'm not saying that he's a bad person. I don't know the dude, but I'm just saying like I feel like he might have some like mental health issues whether it's physically induced with CTE or traumatically induced or a combination of the two. It's something he needs actual help, and he's going through some shit personally or something like that, obviously. But it's some shit going on with him that he actually needs some help. Like I don't even think that
maybe
Antonio
him
Brown
quitting
thinks
was
that.
like that was it. Like
Yeah.
I'm done. Like and maybe he had some demands that wasn't met either, and he just felt like forget it. It don't matter whether he's in trouble or not.
I'm gonna put it like this:
everybody's different. Everybody
the
handle
NFL
things
as a
differently.
whole is the shittiest. The players' organization for the NFL is the shittiest organization at negotiating their contracts and everything else. NFL is flat out the worst. Like the NBA, they with it. NFL, they are terrible. Like literally, I don't know, man. If like they be saying the NFL players ain't that smart, and I be hating to agree with that because I think like quarterbacks are pretty smart. I think that old linemen, especially like centers, super smart. You know what I mean? Safeties in certain positions where they're super smart, but I don't know what it is. Maybe by the time they join the players, by the time they join the players team or something like that, that they're sitting there and they got the CT done kicked in and they don't know what's going on. But I just don't know what he got going on, right? So I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what his issues are or whatever. And he's just one of them people where he's such a great talent that is just like, yo, you just want to see him get his shit together and actually decide to do the things that he need to do. I would love for Antonio Brown to get his shit together and do it. Rob, you said a lot of speculation, brother. I'm not really sure because we've been talking for a while, so you'd have to chime in and let me know which one you're talking about as far as that.
Which speculation, yeah.
What speculation? All right, we're getting to the do. Can't make this shit up. You ready for some can't make this shit up, Fox?
Sure, absolutely.
Gang.
Can't make this shit up, guys.
Can't make this shit up. So, yeah. A squirrel injures 18 people in 2 days of attacks in Buckley. I'm pretty sure this is Buckley, New Jersey, too.
A squirrel?
A squirrel.
What do you mean injure 18 people?
Squirrel was out here. A squirrel was out here getting it in blood. The Pooh Shiesty squirrel
was
out here getting in blood. No, I don't know what kind of. I don't know what the squirrel had going on. But a gray squirrel, which attacked and injured 18 people, has been captured and put down. Yeah.
It was one. It was only one.
It was one squirrel. It wasn't like a squad of squirrels.
Like rabies or something.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It started attacking people in Buckley, Flintshire last week over a 2-day period. This was much to the distress of Corinne Reynolds, 65, who had fed it since March and said it was a frequent and friendly visitor to her garden. She probably fucked around and gave him some, some acid or something like that. Squirrel and lost his goddamn mind. But Stripe initially came to steal bird food. Stripe. Who the hell is Stripe? Did I miss something? I don't know what they said. Oh, that's the nickname of the squirrel.
Yeah.
Stripe initially came to steal bird food.
So they know this squirrel personally because they have a nickname for this squirrel. Like, he part of the
gang. Squirrel part of the gang. So Stripe initially came to steal bird food. Miss Reynolds said all those months he's been fine. He would come and take a nut out of my hand. And then, but she said he bit her last week as she fed him in her garden. And then
I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but all squirrels look alike to me. I don't know how can they?
You sounding real prejudiced over it because he had a stripe on him. I don't know, man. All squirrels look alike to me too. It's like seeing a raccoon and being like, his eye ring is a little darker. How did they know
that was stripe or stripey? Like, how did they know? You know how many squirrels we got in the backyard?
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, ain't none of them getting no nickname.
Any of them.
Shit, we just named the dog.
Naming any of them.
We had the dog for a week before we named the dog. It's the only damn dog in the house.
We still didn't technically come up with a name. She just looked like a Coco. So if y'all still in the chat and y'all have any other dope names for this dog,
I'm still with Nova, but apparently I'm getting voted out.
Yeah, I thought about Nova. I think it's a cute name, but she don't look like a Nova to me. So it's like no.
You know, she look like a fucking pooch that stole Christmas.
So she's Coco right now. I don't know. I don't feel like getting her. She in the case. She didn't want to listen. We was trying to tell her to sit right here with us, and she just would not do it. So she's in her kennel right now,
sleeping it up.
Yeah, or sleeping or whatever she's doing. Anyway, what y'all doing in the chat right now? You know, I like to talk to y'all. Y'all talk to me. I like attention sometimes from y'all. So what you got?
Yeah, so the lady right here, she added, after I saw all those pictures of people's injuries, I thought, oh my goodness, what's happened to him? Ms. Reynolds said she knew something had to be done.
Oh my God,
because I knew him. Because I knew him, I knew I was likely to catch him.
Wait, she said because she knew him.
Because she knew him. Like, that was the homie. Like, they had the LeBron pregame handshake.
How old was this lady?
I don't know how old she was, but she looked.
Okay.
I think this the picture of her. So
She looked fairly
by them
old.
crow's feet in the side of her eye, she at least 136.
Mm-hmm.
But she added after I saw
She
this
out her
picture.
mind. Any of them squirrels could have been stripy.
Yeah. You out there. You out there. It's a bear out there. She's like, look at Stripey. That's a goddamn bear. So hold on. It gets better though. Miss Reynolds. Miss Reynolds said she knew something had to be done and thought because I knew him, I knew I was likely to catch him. I only left the trap near the area I normally feed him for 20 minutes and he was in. She had it. I felt he did trust me and I betrayed him.
Oh my God.
This the bite on her finger. So Miss Reynolds often takes in injured birds such as seagulls or corvids until they can be released, describing herself as an animal lover.
So she got the rabies now, and she about to go
if it got rabies or whatever, maybe
maybe
this squirrel is just tired of people shit. Animals getting tired of that shit. You remember the monkeys in India?
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? Like
podcast back, guys.
Yeah, the animals might just be tired of our shit.
They dropping dogs off buildings.
Yeah,
okay, they not playing, taking your child, killing them. Okay.
Yeah,
real talk.
Oh, she had to get a tetanus jab after being bit by a stripe. So the RSPCA took Stripe in following his capture by Miss Reynolds. They act like they sent in damn dev group. Like this is SEAL Team 6 going to get somebody or something like this. Is a goddamn squirrel, man. But spokesman said, we were incredibly sad to have to put this squirrel to sleep, but were left no choice due to changes in legislation in 2019 making it illegal to release gray squirrels back into the wild. So we can get legislation on this, but we can't figure out the fucking budget every year, but we can keep whatever.
Legislation
keep
on
it rolling. Squirrels, though. So we do not.
That's the great American way. Yeah. What you mean?
That shit wild. We do not agree with this law and opposed to it, but legally we have to comply. There are numerous ways to humanely deter gray squirrels, and we would urge people not to trap them, as it is now illegal to release them into the wild, as is the only option to put them to sleep. Now, let me tell you something. If I went to school for however long it take to be a veterinarian, and I'm a veterinarian, and then somebody come, knock on my office door, and I'm out there, just did a decade of school over some animals, so however long it take. And then you come in there and bring me a damn squirrel in the cage and tell me this what you got to do. Hey, Jackson, got to put this squirrel down. Man, I would have gave that squirrel like ibuprofen or something. Like, what do you get? Are you giving them like the real death penalty? Like, you know what I mean? Lethal injection. You got the squirrel on the little chair.
Squirrel. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with folk. Like, they belong there.
I would have put 2 D
what?
batteries and some speaker wire and just shocked his ass out of there.
Oh
like, I'm not wasting nothing. Absolutely. I'm wasting resources. Like, come on, man. People got whole degrees we need to pick to help with a name and personality traits. Nala, that is her name. This is all the stuff. Who's on crack, the squirrel or the idiot's naming them? Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Who said that?
We got questions.
Hey, Robert, abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. I'm out of focus here. There I am. I'm back in the building, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera.
Oh, my God. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so
what are Instagram people doing? I see some folks in there. I can't see them on my phone though for some reason.
All right, ain't nobody said nothing in there. It's
okay.
Chat still where it's at.
Instagram quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet. But yeah. So I don't know. I think that's it's a squirrel. A squirrel out here just out here getting it in blood. Like
who's on crack? Yep.
Yeah.
That's the real question. Okay. This is Rob from Hawaii, brother.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, I remember you. I just didn't know what you was talking about the about when you were saying speculation.
Of course, I remember you. I don't, because I don't know you, but it's okay. I will know you, Robert. How are you?
I will know you.
I will know you.
I will find you.
And I will kill you. No, I won't.
Rob, she's just joking. She's just joking, bro. She's just joking. All right, back to the shenanigans. All right, so now we got the kid Jake Paul out here talking cold trash.
Listen, MMA fighter.
So he's not an MMA fighter.
Well, that's what he said.
He's not. He's a boxer. And he went from YouTube star, trained a lot, got some money, started boxing. And then like he been boxing for a while, like learning how to box. And then he boxing UFC dudes or whatever who don't have great hands to begin with. Like I don't think he's gonna be able to beat like a Nate Diaz or Conor McGregor. He fighting dudes out of his weight class. And
first of all, the fact that he said that he was carrying the MMA. That's what I was tripping on. Yeah,
so Jake Paul responded with an ultimatum after being offered a testing challenge by UFC President Dana White. After Paul extended his perfect record to 5-0 after he dropped, that's the one with Tyron Woodley. They made a meme immediately because he caught that left to the head. I just knocked out a 5-time UFC champion, embarrassed your whole company. Please let me get Kamaru Usman. He don't want Kamaru Usman. Please let me get Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz might actually kill him because Nate Diaz, I don't know. Nate Diaz is one of the ones I think an MMA fighter who can really throw hands. Jorge Masvidal, he's another tough one, but he's going to embarrass him. And boxing is just different, man. That's what people also think. They think like MMA fighters going to get in there and box. Like you see, he don't want to go after somebody like Stylebender or somebody like that. Well, these dudes are like kickboxers who then switched over to MMA.
The fact that they dashed it with Jake Paul said after sleeping Tyrone Woodley in Tampa.
Sleeping, yeah.
That did it for me, right?
Woodley,
after sleeping. That's what we call it now, knockout.
Slept him.
After
Put him in the REM sleep. In addition, talking white about fighter pay, Paul also accused the UFC boss of being a cocaine user. I don't know who cares about that. I mean, everybody.
All his demands he want all these people. He's been carrying, apparently, the UFC, MMA, the whole sport for years, apparently.
Yeah, so he said, I got a challenge for Jake Paul. Dana White said, this guy keeps saying I'm a cokehead. He can randomly cocaine test me for the next 10 years if I can randomly steroid test him for the next 2. Dana White continued to take digs at Jake Paul and those basically saying like he wasn't going to let Diaz and Masvidal box him while they're on the UFC contract. He always want to fight somebody that's not in his weight class. He want to fight the older dudes. Go fight a boxer. Go hump somebody else's leg, you fucking goofball,
that's
right?
Hungry.
Yeah, so, I mean, he was saying that Nate Diaz is game. Like, Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, them dudes will fight him. But the other reason these dudes really want to fight him is because they want to make some money.
Right.
Like, they want to make some money. Like, these dudes is not getting enough money, right? So
that's probably why he feel like he's carrying the sport because in order to fight him, he's the prize. So
yeah, because them dudes getting more money. Woodley probably made more in them 2 fights with Jake Paul than he made his whole UFC career. So
there's his
this is what he said. I immediately retired from boxing and fight Jorge Masvidal in the UFC if you agree. And this is out to Dana White. Increase minimum fighter pay per fight from to $50,000 because right now it's $12,000. Them dudes going out there for $12,000.
That's crazy. I would never have thought that.
Yeah. So that's minimum fighter pay. So that's all the dudes on like a lot of the dudes on the undercard. Like obviously, you know what I mean. If you in the top 5 or whatever weight class you're gonna be good. I mean,
yes. That's crazy. $12,000?
Yeah, guarantee UFC fighters 50% of UFC annual revenue. So that's $1 billion. They made $1 billion last year, apparently. Provide long-term health care to all fighters. You previously said brain damage is part of the gig. Imagine if the NFL said that, which is crazy because it's just like, yo, you know what? If you get that, it's just part of the gig. You know what I mean? And there's many UFC alums who have publicly said that they're suffering from brain damage. You got 5 days to accept and implement the above by March 31st, 2022. Once implemented, I will immediately retire from boxing, enter a USADA, and agree to a 1-fight deal with UFC to fight Weak Chin George, talking about George Masvidal. I don't know if he want to get into a UFC fight with George Masvidal because if George Masvidal get him to the ground. So to all UFC fighters, take a stand and create value of yourselves and peers. You deserve higher pay. You deserve long-term health care. And above all, you deserve freedom. Support each other. I'm not your enemy. I'm your advocate who selfishly wants to knock out a few of you to make some big bank.
Hey, well, you can't get mad at him, though.
No, you can't get mad about that.
For him to make demands like that, I mean, is that true for him to feel as though he is the one that's carrying the
so I didn't
I think that's a bit
I didn't see what you said about I didn't see that anywhere where we say he's carrying the sport.
Yes.
Like, so I didn't see that anywhere. But as far as boxing, he is, people saying he's bad for boxing, but at the end of the day, he's great for the casual fan. Because most casual fans hated watching Floyd Mayweather. The only reason people watch Floyd Mayweather, if you wasn't a boxing fan, is because you hated Floyd Mayweather. But the fact of the matter is, Floyd Mayweather is he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer. Like, can't nobody say he's not top 5. And you just don't watch boxing if you're gonna say Floyd Mayweather ain't top 5. And can't nobody argue. I mean, he's arguably number 1. Like, can't nobody really can't go too crazy about it. So Floyd is but Floyd, he could sell a fight and he could fight. And Jake Paul, he's picking his fights. And yeah, Jake Paul can't go in there against like he can't go against elite boxers, but neither can some elite boxers. I mean, look how like Floyd fought elite boxers and made them look like clowns. So now you got and them dudes been boxing since days knee high to a grasshopper. So I don't really got nothing against Jake Paul. He making his money. He getting by.
I like
he
those
getting
demands,
in the ring.
though. That's
and
crazy,
them demands is all about the fighter because UFC fighters is not making money. People be thinking that them dudes.
I'm shocked.
Them dudes, that's why you don't even have like elite level athletes a lot of the time in UFC because it's like if you're elite level athlete, Why'd you gonna go for something where your first fight you probably gonna get paid $12,000 when you can go play basketball, football, box, do something else where you can make millions? You know what I'm saying?
It just makes me wonder. Like, people love to see boxing. They love to see all these fighting and combat sports, right? Why are they paid $12,000 per fight minimum?
Because they can be.
That's ridiculous.
That's really what it comes down to, is that they can be.
I mean, you talking about losing not limb, but losing life or usage of limb.
You know,
and all these different things for $12,000. It's not worth it.
Yeah, and that's minimum fighter salary. So some fighters get paid more. But the thing about it
I
is,
know fighters get paid more, but even those who coming in, like, they still have the same risk as those who've been there who can get paid more.
More of a risk. But the other thing about it too is that, you know, it's more of a risk of concussions of CT in boxing than there is in MMA.
Yeah, but I think the death rate is probably, it could be higher because look at what you got to do.
I mean, it could be, but it ain't. How many people died doing UFC? How many people died in UFC?
I don't know the statistics on that.
I don't know anybody who died in UFC.
But I know it could be, though. If you talking about, you could break somebody's neck, you talking about limbs, dismembered. Not dismembered.
Dismembered. Why you say it like that?
You know, like, God damn, that seems like that's.
I don't know. Them dudes should get paid more. Them dudes should get paid more, and I respect Jake Paul.
That's like back alley street fighting to me. $12,000.
I mean, $12,000. I'm stepping into the alley right now.
That's crazy.
12 racks.
It's not.
Who I got to get out there with?
That's not worth it.
Who I got to get out there?
Somebody could break your neck. You're gonna be like Christopher Reeves. God rest dead. But still, that can happen to you. It's not worth it for $12,000.
How much money is it worth it to be crippled?
I just said it's not worth it for any amount of money. See, I knew you was gonna come back. See, I always gotta get ahead of you a little bit.
Well, if you get ahead of me, then what am I thinking right now? Get ahead of me right now.
Head.
Yeah, gun to your head. Well, you got to go ahead and bring it up.
Gun to your head, peoples.
You know what time it is.
You chose what?
You already ahead of me, Fox.
Gun to your head.
7.
So we lost a lot of people this year. Our families, our friends, people due to COVID, not due to COVID. Betty White gone. It's crazy. Thank you for being a friend, Betty White, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're my pal and my confidant. If you should have a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift will come from me, with a card and a note attached that says, "Thank you for being a friend."
I feel like I've heard this before.
You have?
So, no. What's up?
Gun to your head. Let's see. Would you rather lose the ability to cry or cry every day for 20 minutes randomly?
Fuck them tears.
What? You'd rather lose the ability to cry?
I ain't cried in so damn long now.
Inhumane.
I done probably cried quiet. I don't even know how to say it. That's because it ain't a real word. I had my tear ducts removed. I had my tear ducts removed at puberty.
Toxic masculinity.
No, I'm just
its finest.
What?
Right
What's the option? I don't cry ever again, or I cry when?
What? It says, would you rather lose the ability to cry, or you're gonna cry every day for 20 minutes just randomly?
You know how ridiculous that is?
Random times a day.
I'm talking about just mid-stroke.
Peeing.
Yeah, girl. And now I'm crying like muddy waters.
I'll be like, oh, daddy.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. It ain't one dude that I know that would pick randomly crying for 20 minutes a day. Just randomly crying. Just
Chat, get in the chat.
Anybody in the chat, any dude who would get in the chat who would pick that over not crying again.
Gun to your head. Lose the ability to cry.
Gone.
Or cry randomly one time for 20 minutes every day.
You know the only reason why you think that would be okay amongst dudes is because you don't understand that dudes, we literally will clown each other. Like, we will clown each other because a dude brought an umbrella. Like, it's raining outside, dude had an umbrella. I'm like, you fucking pussy. You brought an umbrella. Huh? You afraid to get wet, sugar britches?
And you think toxic masculinity that you guys have.
What woman want to be with a man at 20 minutes a day? This dude just about to be out here.
You would what, Jeff?
Jeff, you would what? Jeff, you will cry 20 minutes a
gun
day?
To your head.
20
gun
minutes
to your
a
head.
day? I'm not crazy. Take my tears away.
What gun Jeff have?
A lot.
Well, the one that he carries. What's your carry gun, Jeff? That gun.
He can
to
get
your
the
head.
one. He can get the one that he had on the leg holster when Jeff had his leg out.
I see
looking,
him showing all his legs.
showing them hairy ass,
them
hairy ass bare legs. Jeff out there looking like a young bear cub,
showing thigh meat.
You know what I'm saying? Out here with the garter belt on. With which one? Yes, which one, Jeff? You gonna cry every day? Or you gonna get rid of crying? I'm getting rid of crying, man. Ain't no way. Every 20 minutes, I'm in here over there teaching somebody something. Hey, you got to put the pistol up and you got to do this and that. All right, get your line. Like, you know what I mean? I'm over here trying to discipline my kids. 20 minutes, just can't even get myself together. I'm in the middle of doing something. I could be deployed combat operation. All right, we're gonna take this point and this and that. The rally point gonna be like, yeah, Jeff, you can have it. You can have it. Cry every day for 20 minutes. I would rather not be able to cry. Randomly, 20 minutes, you mid-stroke. Just imagine.
Jeff, I'm so with you 100% because crying, tears are healing.
I don't need. How much you trying to heal? You gonna overdose on healing?
No, you won't. Because life is just that hard sometimes.
You're gonna be out there like
muddy
waters.
We have a lot of trauma that we need to try to release. Like I'm so for crying every day, one time a day for 20 minutes.
Randomly.
Random is the only thing that's like
random
God,
is
wild.
wild.
In the middle of the grocery store and just
random is wild. Cry. Like and you know it's gonna be the ugly cry.
Job interview.
So there was up to like so that's too much healing energy. You can overdose on water. Ain't no damn healing energy. Crying randomly, just randomly.
Cry.
Like I get up to piss and be like, damn, I ain't cried today. And I'm just crying in the bathroom for 20 minutes. I'm in there crying like muddy waters. I gotta go use the toilet. What happened to Walter?
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody crying up. 20 minutes is a long time. This podcast has been almost an hour. So that means for 1/3 of this podcast, I would have been over here. I don't want y'all to see my healing energy like that and just random time for no reason. Just out for a run. It's hard enough to breathe without snot coming out.
Ew, you making it nasty now.
What happened when people cry?
Cry.
Snot get loose, this and that. You disciplining your kids.
Kleenex.
Y'all need to go to y'all room. Y'all need to do this and that. You know how pinned up and frustrated you would be not to be able to cry again?
Exactly.
You turn into a serial killer.
He damn sure almost is.
Welcome.
Trust
Sometimes you just got to welcome who you are. I'm going to stick with the devil I do know. I'm afraid to change. This ain't who I am. I just coming in there crying in the middle of conversations like David Ruffin and shit. Just hopping in there. Just coming in there, bitch, crying all the damn time. Hey, you be sitting there telling me about something. Baby, I'm so happy, this and that, da. Do you love me? Do you want to be with me? And I just start crying. You ask me, baby, you want to be with me forever? 20 minutes. You know how annoying that'd be? You try to have a conversation with me and I'm still over there like, I got the clock running, showing you like, I'm all dehydrated and shit. I got to drink an extra half gallon of water because I'm about to cry out half my goddamn fluids. The 20 minutes that went. And then you got to you start getting worried because you like, you want to go out tonight? I ain't cried yet. Worried when I'm going to start crying. Now we go out somewhere, something to go get something to eat. We sitting in there, oh man, that's a nice suit, man. How you doing, brother? This and that, da da da. That's what you want? That's what you want? They go, is this your king? Is this your king?
I'm be like, it's okay, baby.
And I'm trying to hold it in, making it worse because now I'm over here looking like Zeus. Like, look at you. Look at
oh my God. Kevin said.
Kev said I got to make that my New Year's resolution to cry 20 minutes a day. Just poking myself in the rib with a sharp knife. Is it almost over?
I can make you cry 20 minutes a day.
Single. I'm single. Fuck out of here. I ain't doing
Oh my
it.
God.
So you picking crying 20.
You already know I'm picking crying 20 minutes a day.
Hey,
when I cry, because it's like far in between when I cry. When I cry, it's like it's about that long anyway.
And then with 20 minutes a day?
It's about that long anyway. Okay.
He said, yeah, they didn't say cry hysterically every time, period. If you crying for 20
They
minutes,
just said cry for
20
minutes.
minutes,
That is kind of hysterical.
that's hysterical, Jeff.
Jeff.
Hysterical. Who cries for 20 minutes?
20
Just just a slow cry.
No.
For 20 minutes.
This got to be
just
the
the
ugly
longest
cry,
tear ever.
It has to be the ugly cry.
This is the little snotty kid from Martin Nose cry. Like, yeah.
Did you watch Cadillac Records?
Muddy Waters and Cadillac Records crying.
If you haven't watched that, when Walter died,
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, in the bathroom.
He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. He went in the bathroom. He's like,
he gonna cry when he get in the car. Like, nobody want to do that. And then especially you don't know when that's coming. You don't even know when it's triggering. And then you just sitting there. Just imagine when you sitting there and like it's the moment when you just got to nut up or shut up. You just got to nut up or shut up one day, and it's like got to get down. You look at the clock and it's 11:39, and you like, damn, because you know in 1 minute
it could happen.
Happen
anytime. You
anytime.
about to fight somebody.
You about to fight somebody. You up here like, yo, all right, let's do this. This and that. I got to defend my family. You ready for this? Oh God, I'm crying right now, hysterical. Maybe this shit ain't too bad. Maybe I might get on board with it. Like, oh shit. Oh Lord. Hey yo.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Jeff said he cried on the toilet. That's what Muddy did. I gotta use the bathroom.
That's what happened. That's what happened when you get vegan White Castle food, Jeff. That's why you was crying on the toilet.
He cried on the toilet. So listen for him when he go to the bathroom.
That's what Muddy Waters cried at.
Open the door and just hold him.
I gotta
just
go
hold
to the
him.
toilet.
Don't say nothing. Just hold him.
Eating vegan White Castle burgers. That's why you in there crying on the toilet.
Why you gotta hide on the, that's real reason.
That's the real reason.
That butt.
That boy in guts and turmoil. Ah!
Oh my God. Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. That's not good.
Yeah.
You be making all kind of dealings, willing and dealing with God or the devil when you on that toilet.
Hey,
Lord, please, I just did one more time.
Lord, I never eat it again. You know, you done had the moments. I remember the first time I ate Indian food and they told me what level I wanted on, and I thought that it was like the first time I ate Indian food like in India, and they was like, oh, what level you want on? I'm gonna be like, give me that hot shit, man. I eat hot shit all the time, you know what I mean? Put hot sauce on everything. I ate that Indian food and I stayed in there and I ate it, and I'm talking about eyes watering, I'm sweating and shit like that, this and that. When I'm talking about, you ever seen somebody like when I had to go use the toilet, on there, I'm talking about I'm laying like my chest is between my legs on the toilet, like, and I'm talking about I'm just in there like, God.
Oh,
God.
Keita, he gonna see this. Shakita, what are you talking about? He's talking about he's driving. I type toilet part on my own. Don't tell him. I'm sure he's gonna know when he come back and listen to this. Shakita. Oh, he gonna be mad at you. Ooh.
She done turned the volume down in the car. Like,
right.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't know what's wrong with the reception. I don't know, baby.
They got technical issues.
Technical issues. Must be the Wi-Fi. No, we got an Ethernet cable, Shakita. We got an Ethernet cable. Anyway, I'm done.
My God.
Yeah, I'm done with this. What else you got, Fox? I'm done.
That's all. I don't have anything else.
Yo,
So,
we good on time.
Appreciate you guys.
My woman don't take no cheating. My woman.
Oh my God, you guys are a trip. You a trip. That's what it really is. So thank you guys for sitting with us.
That laugh was healing.
Uncle Legend's Corner. Hit us up, askunclelegend@gmail.com. Listen, if you guys have any dad jokes, any gun to your head questions, would you rathers, basically, anything you want us to talk about, say, if you want to express yourself, if you want to be on the show, please hit us up at unclelegend@gmail.com. We wish you all a happy and prosperous new year and lots of tears, okay? Tears of joy. They're healing, just like Jeff said. Peace.
Peace. Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we do got one though.
We got one what?
One last thing. You know, Amanda came through.
Amanda.
What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
I don't know.
You can't hear an enzyme.
You can't hear
an enzyme because you can hear a hormone.
I like it.
All right, we out of here.
I like it. Amanda.
I had the buzzer beater when you said the dad jokes. Had to get in there. Yeah, she
oh
be coming through with the shits.
Yes.
Appreciate you, sis.
Yes, appreciate it.
Hey, Jeff, Shakita said you be crying on the toilet.
Crying on the toilet. You know we ain't
letting that go. We ain't gonna let that go.
When we see you
group call.
in the BGOE meeting.
Yeah, got some things to say. Co-owner.
You leaving early? You going on the toilet?
Yeah. All right, let's kill this one. We still live. You can. Jesus Christ.
Put sand in her Vaseline.
Damn, kid.
What?